6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister has directed the authorities concerned to expedite action against tax evaders. The Speaker National Assembly has emphasized the need for improvement in the healthcare sector. The Finance Minister has lauded the Asian Development Bank's financial and technical assistance to Pakistan over the years. Process of receiving Hajj applications by designated banks kicked off across the country today. The All-Party Hurriyat Conference has urged the United Nations to play a mediatory role in facilitating dialogue between Pakistan and India to resolve the Kashmir dispute. Australia won the three-match T20 international series by 3-0, defeating Pakistan in the third and last match by 7 wickets at Hobart today. And now the news in detail. The Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif has directed the authorities concerned to expedite action against tax evaders, chairing a meeting in Islamabad today to review the overall economic situation of the country. He said national progress is possible only when everyone fulfills due responsibility. He said as the country moves towards economic stability, tax evaders and their abettors will not be left unpunished and will be brought to justice. Highlighting the government's major economic achievements so far, the Prime Minister mentioned the bullish trend in the stock market and reduced inflation rate from 38% to 7%. Shahbaz Sharif said relief to the people is being given priority over every other step to fulfill promises made to them. He said the decline in the interest rate from 22 to 15% has boosted business activities in the country. He said confidence of foreign investors has increased during the last few months of the incumbent government, while foreign exchange reserves have also witnessed a surge due to the increase in domestic exports and record remittances. Shahbaz Sharif paid tribute to the Punjab government for landmark reforms in the agriculture sector. The Speaker National Assembly Sardar Ayaz Sadiq has emphasized the need for improvement in the healthcare sector to ensure a healthier society. Addressing the convocation of the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Pakistan in Islamabad today, he said those associated with the medical field are a beacon of hope for the public and patients. The Speaker said medicine is a noble profession, emphasizing there is no greater or more honorable task than serving the humanity. The Minister for Finance, Mohammad Aurangzeb, has lauded the Asian Development Bank's financial and technical assistance to Pakistan over the years. He was talking to a delegation of the Asian Development Bank led by Senior Director Tariq H. Niazi, which called on him in Islamabad today. Mohammad Aurangzeb welcomed the bank's assistance in building climate resilience and taking forward the agenda of the government and pension reforms. The delegation briefed the Minister on Asian Development Bank's initiatives aimed at ensuring stronger macro-fiscal management and effective governance in the bank's developing member countries. The Asian Development Bank's senior director said the bank's priority areas of assistance are aligned with Pakistan's development needs. The Minister for Planning and Development, Ahsan Iqbal, has expressed Pakistan's desire to deepen partnership with the United States in key sectors, including economy, climate change, science and technology, agriculture, education and health. Addressing a USAID event in Islamabad today, he stated that the two countries have a unique opportunity to revitalize their partnership and adapt to the needs of a rapidly changing world. Ahsan Iqbal said the United States remained one of Pakistan's largest trading partners, with bilateral trade exceeding $6.5 billion in 2023. He said trade relations will not only create jobs and foster innovation, but also enhance economic resilience. Hassan Iqbal said the two countries can build a stronger and mutually beneficial economic partnership by addressing trade barriers and encouraging joint ventures. He said Pakistan-US relationship remains critical to addressing global challenges and achieving regional stability. He noted that while bilateral relations have flourished, it is important that both the nations respect each other's sovereignty and work together constructively to address shared challenges. 15 designated banks have started receiving Hajj applications from today. According to the spokesperson of the Ministry of Religious Affairs, the intending pilgrims are required to deposit 200,000 rupees with each Hajj application. The second installment will be collected after balloting. The quota for government Hajj scheme is 89,605. 5,000 seats have been allocated for overseas Pakistanis under sponsorship scheme. The overseas Pakistanis will need to make a one-time payment in American dollars. The government Hajj package includes airfare, meal, training, accommodation, and vaccination. According to the spokesperson, individuals with severe and complicated medical conditions and children under the age of 12 will not be allowed to travel for Hajj. This is Radio Pakistan. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has urged the United Nations to play a mediatory role in facilitating dialogue between Pakistan and India to resolve the Kashmir dispute through negotiations. The APHC spokesman, Advocate Abdur Rashid Minhas, in a media interview in Srinagar, criticized the prolonged inaction by the United Nations in implementing its resolutions on the Kashmir dispute, which has caused decades of suffering for the Kashmiri people. He emphasized that the international involvement is crucial to achieving a just and lasting solution to the lingering dispute. He also urged India to release all political prisoners, including the Hurriyat leadership, and revoke repressive laws to create a conducive environment for dialogue on the Kashmir dispute. Meanwhile, civil rights activists in the Indian-occupied Jammu and Kashmir have sharply criticized the Modi-led Indian regime for its sustained campaign of repression and the implication of youths through fabricated charges. The activists argued that these actions reflect New Delhi's frustration with the Kashmiris' unwavering commitment to their inalienable right to self-determination. In a related development, the Indian troops arrested two Kashmiri youth in separate incidents in the Kashmir Valley. One youth, identified as Shaukat Ahmed, was detained during a search operation in Baramulla. Another youth was arrested in Taral area of Pulwama. At least 12 people have been martyred in unabated Israeli attacks in Gaza and Lebanon. According to media reports, 8 people were martyred in central Beirut, while 4 Palestinians were martyred in central Gaza. In Bangladesh, the interim leader Muhammad Yunus has said his administration will seek the extradition of ousted former Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina Wajid, who was toppled in a revolution in August and fled to India. In a televised address to the nation on his first 100 days in office, he said the interim government will try those responsible for hundreds of deaths during the student-led uprising that ended her 15-year rule. The two-day G20 summit begins today at Rio de Janeiro in Brazil. The event is being held under the theme Construction of a Just World and a Sustainable Planet. In Nigeria, at least 5 soldiers were killed and 10 others injured in a militant attack near Niger. According to officials, militants attacked a military base in Borno State. And now cricket, Australia have won the 3-match series by 3-0, defeating Pakistan in the third and last T20 by 7 wickets at Hobart. Batting first, Pakistan were all out for 117 runs in 18.1 overs. In reply, Australia achieved the victory target in 11.2 overs for the loss of 3 wickets. And finally, the weather report. Mainly dry and cold weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, smog and fog is likely to prevail at isolated plain areas of the Punjab during nights. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.